If you want to be great, just do it. Stop holding yourself back and push yourself forward. What's going on, guys? This is Uzziah, your success consultant, and today I want you to focus on just doing it. You know how Nike has that famous phrase, just do it? That really is real. You need to focus on just doing it because there's so many people that have such great visions and so many ambitions and aspirations. You want to do so much, but you're holding yourself back. You're your own worst enemy. Today, we're going to talk about you just putting all of your fears and doubts aside and taking a step forward and getting to work. As always, you know I'm going to give you the top 3 things to focus on to really apply this to your life. So the first thing that you really want to do is you want to get out of your own way. There's so many times I'll be working with clients. I'm talking about people that are already making money. They already have a job, but they want to get to the next level. And they'll come and tell me, well, you know, Uzziah, I really want to be a great business owner, but I'm afraid to speak with people, and therefore I'm not able to go out and get sales. Hey, Uzziah, you know what? I really want to go out and get a better job. I want to finally be able to live in the home I've always wanted to afford. But the problem is I'm afraid to actually present myself in front of an executive. How do I go out and do that? And the fear that they have is so paralyzing. They don't even take the first step to get started. They have all of these gifts lying dormant. It is hiding inside. You could be the best writer in the world, the best musician, the best business owner, the best sculptor, the best creator, but the world will never know it because of some tiny fear that's inside of yourself that nobody else even gives a damn about. I need you to stop being your own worst enemy. Get out of your own way. A lot of times you might have these insecurities about yourself that nobody else is even watching, but in your mind, it's the biggest deal. Who cares if you're not the world's greatest speaker? Are there people that are successful in the world today that don't have the gift of gab? Absolutely. Are there people in the world today? They may not be the prettiest person in the world. They may not be anything that's so great to look at, but they know how to go out and make that money. They know how to be successful. They know how to get what they want. They don't allow themselves to be held back by their imperfections. But you are so insecure and so critical of yourself that you will not take the first step in accomplishing greatness that's already destined for you simply because of the fact that you're hidden by this veil. You know, maybe you grew up in a certain background where people told you that you were never going to accomplish anything. Maybe somebody told you growing up, you're not that smart, and you believed it. Somebody told you you're not that bright. You can't do this. You can't do that. You'll never be this, and you'll never be that. And the saddest part about your upbringing is not because of the fact that somebody told you that, because you're always going to get met with resistance if you want to do anything great. The saddest part is that you actually believe them. I need you now to get out of your own way and stop making excuses and just take the step forward. So if you need to be able to connect with a new client, stop worrying about not knowing how to speak. Just start speaking. Go out in front of a room full of people and start forcing yourself to make conversation. Start going through shock therapy. Whatever it is that you are struggling with, turn your fear into a natural strength by putting yourself into that environment. A lot of people, honestly, didn't start off being as good at something as you perceive them to be once you see them in the peak of their career. I always talk about Michael Jordan. He got cut from his high school basketball team. People didn't always think that he was going to be the greatest basketball player to ever walk the face of the earth. Even in college, Dean Smith, he said, we never thought that Jordan was going to go as far as he was going to go. We never expected that. So success, it doesn't happen overnight. People just don't start out being a massive success. It's like a muscle that has to be developed. So stop looking at all of these other people and thinking, oh, well, if I can't speak like them, well, I guess I can't speak at all. Well, if I don't look like this person, or if I don't talk like this person, I don't think like this person, I'm not as accomplished as this person, I guess there's no room for me to be great. There's a ton of room for you to be great. Abundance mindset, not scarcity. But you got to get out of your own way. Second point, I want you, as you're getting out of your own way, I want you to think about the big cost in life and not the little costs. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that you have this really great goal. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to be able to get a better job. Maybe you want to be able to get out of debt. And you say to yourself, I have everything that it takes to get this done. But again, because you're so busy doubting yourself, you don't really have a why, you're letting too many voices creep into your head to talk you out of it, you never take a step forward to actually work on doing it. So what happens? You come home from work every single day, and instead of chasing your dream and putting in the sweat equity to make it become a reality, you just watch television. Because the average American is watching 5 hours of television every single day. Instead of focusing on your goal, you're cutting on a television, watching somebody else live out theirs. So what I want you to do is, I want you to overcome that by focusing on the big costs. So when you're sitting at the television, right, it might feel very comfortable and it might feel very entertaining, but ask yourself, how much money am I losing based upon the number of hours that I watch TV every single day? You know, you might be paying $300 for a television, right? TVs don't cost that much. But are you really paying only $300? The truth is, with the amount of time that you spent sitting in front of that TV just soaking, you could be losing $1,000 every single day and you don't even know it. Why? Because your time is more important than your money. If you actually focused on replacing all of the activities that's not taking you anywhere with things that would, how much more money would you be making? Even if it's not about the money, how much more fulfilling would be your life? When people are at their deathbed, do they ever say, damn, I wish I would have watched more TV? Damn, I really thought that my life would be so great, but it wasn't because I didn't watch the last episode of Lost. No, nobody says that. Nobody goes to sleep at night saying, damn, my life is in shambles because I'm not watching the Game of Thrones. Nobody says that. These are all comforts that we take on at some level to offset the pressures of the day. And it's nothing wrong with having entertainment in balance and in moderation. But if you are using that to mask all of your fears of moving forward in success, that's costing you a lot of money. And in some cases, that could even cost you your life. The worst thing that could happen to a person is to live so many years and get to the end of their life never actually accomplishing the gifts that was inside of them. There's so many people right now that are deceased, that are in the graveyard with dreams that never came to life. Their gifts were never able to show. Their light never shined. I don't want that to be you. I want you to be as great as possible. So the next time that you're spending all day watching television, maybe you're spending too much time on the phone, too much time on Facebook, gossiping, whatever your vice is, whatever it is that you're doing that is holding you back from taking things to the next level. You might be on Facebook for free. Mark Zuckerberg ain't charging you, but you're damn sure paying a lot of money in the amount of time that you're wasting in compromising your success. So I want you to focus on the big cost and not the little costs. Last but not least, I want you to focus on developing a worst and best case scenario for all of the times that you go through life with indecision about moving forward. So I'll give you a prime example. Let's say right now, you're really watching these videos and you're thinking, I think I have what it takes to become an entrepreneur. I think I have what it takes to be able to quit my job and to be able to start my own business and make money in a way that's fulfilling for me. I don't want to be at the same soul-crushing experience every Monday to Friday from 9 to 5. No disrespect, there's nothing wrong with working at a job if you get a lot of satisfaction from it. But what I'm saying is, if you go through life feeling miserable about something every single day, and you know that you deserve better, oftentimes you'll stop yourself from accomplishing it because you are hyping up and over magnifying the worst case scenarios. So I talk to people about starting businesses, and clients say, well, what if I'm not successful? Okay, what if you're not successful, right? You don't have anything to lose. You weren't successful in starting a business up until this point. You haven't been a successful business owner up until this point. So failing, it really changes nothing. Oh, well, what if I lose so much money? Guess what, guys? I'm going to share with you a little bit of secret. Successful people, they don't focus that much on losing money. What they really focus on is losing time and losing their legacy. So if you speak to any business owner or any investor, they're going to tell you about times in which they've had to lose a lot of money to be able to gain a certain amount of success. Success comes with losses. But if you just always operate in the back seat and you're like, oh, well, I don't want to lose any money. God forbid, I'm going to struggle a little bit. Guess what? You're not having the right mindset when it comes to success. Struggle is a necessary ingredient in order to be successful. If you're living in America today and you're thinking about being a business owner, are you going to die or starve to death if you lose your job? Are you going to find yourself, just at the end of the road, all because of the fact that your business just didn't work? You put more pressure on things than the situation really calls for. So in conclusion, you need to perform a best and worst case scenario behind every task that's important to you. Tim Ferriss talks about this in the 4-Hour Work Week. So if you want to go for a new job, or you want to be able to start a new career, you want to be able to make a new transition, you want to even ask for a raise, whatever it is, what would be the worst case scenario? Okay, you could rate that on a scale of 1 to 10. So you apply for a job, worst case scenario, you don't get the job. Is that the worst thing in the world? Absolutely not. That's relatively low on the scale. But what happens if you apply for the job and you actually get it? See, there's so many people that shoot low in life and hit it versus the number of people that'll aim high, and even if they don't hit the exact target, they're still amongst the stars. They're still in a much better person. They're still in a much better place than the person that sold themselves short. That's what I'm trying to convey. And it all focuses behind focusing on that best case scenario. Best case scenario, you're in a much better position in your life. You got a better job with better hours, better pay. You're doing what you want to do. You don't have a boss that gets on your last damn nerve. So think about the best case scenario in pushing you forward. Don't be like everybody else that focuses on all of the reasons why not. You focus on the reason why. You don't focus on all the reasons, all the no's in society. You focus on the yes, okay? So please watch this video, play this video again if you must, and make sure that you subscribe so that way you can always digest all of the principles of daily success that's going to drastically reshape your life. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You're not going to become successful on the basis of technical skills alone. In my videos, I share different success principles because you've got to have the right mindset for success in order to become successful. You could already have the greatest talents right now, but you'll talk yourself out of it every single day based upon you getting in your own way. Based upon you over dramatizing things, making your fears and insecurities bigger than what they really are. Get out of your own way, cut the crap, cut the BS, and when it comes to your success, just do it. See you guys on the next video.